Hey, Pada.
Hi.
How's your day?
It's good.
It's good.
Raining today.
We came here to talk about getting ready for the workplace. Because I know you and we're about to graduate soon. And
Right. That's scary.
yeah, we might have to get a job because apparently that's something you need to do
I know.
after, many years of learning. It's kind of crazy, like how long we've just been learning and then now we gotta get a job.
I know, right?
And I've been hearing a lot of stuff from my seniors, like how hard it is to get a job. And not only hard to get a job, like even when they get like their internship, it's hard to get an offer back.
Oh my god.
Yeah, like apparently being like really good at, your technical abilities are not enough. Like we need like something else, like something to set you apart. Work better than not before, but like just help you conduct your skills better in the workplace. So maybe, just maybe, you will get that offer back because your employer thinks you're valuable enough to stay, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Am I crazy?
Exactly. I feel like everything keeps changing nowadays. So, how do people navigate getting a job? Because people nowadays they need different skills from what you learn from the university, and that's pretty hard.
Yeah,
right?
that's true. It's hard as it is getting these like very specific technical skills.
It's like what you learn in the university can only adapt in the real world for like only
Like certain
like
things.
certain things. Yeah.
Yeah, technical skills can only get you, like they're very great, but up to a certain extent, you need like something else to really like they work for very certain things, but like you need like something else
Something else.
to a certain set of skills to really deliver
Right.
your
Right.
abilities in an efficient and better way.
I couldn't agree more. I feel like we need something more effective to overcome the challenges that wasn't taught in the university for our job in the future.
Exactly. I couldn't agree with you more.
Yeah.
Like there's like a lot of skills that I learned, outside of the classroom that I could not get in the classroom. Like very unpredictable things about people, things about just being in the workplace, things about, integrating into an urban environment. Like I'm not from the city, way to commute is like different. There's so many things we can learn outside the classroom that is really important in our jobs apparently that they don't put in the requirements. So like without adaptability, strong communication, our technical skills might not be as effective as once thought. We come out very out of university very confident, maybe overly confident sometimes, and realize we have other challenges to face too, and ways we need to develop ourselves to really be good at our jobs.
I couldn't agree more.
Um,
So let's start with the hard skills. What's your take?
Well, my take is, okay, don't get me wrong, hard skills are important, okay? Not having the very hyper specific domain set of skills, for example, like, I'm in computer science, so I have very specific knowledge about certain things in computer science, like programming or computer architecture. Well, these things are really important when we are faced with certain kind of problems that we need to solve for our job. Like without these core knowledge, we wouldn't be able to deliver at all. But at the same time, we need to also be able to integrate into in an environment well and adapt to changing requirements that doesn't happen in a very clinical environment like a university, where requirements are very standard and very
Right.
the same, very
They're
not
all-
the same, but like
They're
they're very
similar,
clear. Sometimes
yeah.
they're very clear and cut out. And in a workplace, like things always change, and you have to work with people, and people have different opinions. And how do you like navigate all these edge cases that that you don't have to face? Maybe not as much as you do in university. Like I have experienced some, these things in the classroom, but you see this a lot more outside the classroom. Just the nature of like real world projects, they just are more flexible. They ask for you to be more flexible. So like, just to be a bit more concrete, for example, web developers, right? They have to forever learn new technologies that come into the market and people adopt, because tools constantly get outdated. And there's always new tools. They're not constantly outdated, but like things always change. So you need to learn a new technology, a new tool to add to your tool chain,
That's right.
to deliver on this new product that promises all these new features that users expect now. For example, so there's this continuous learning. So that goes into hard skills. Like you always have to continue to learn these hard skills. They're so very important, because that's the thing that you use to make the thing,
Yeah.
You get the vibe?
I get the vibe.
You get the vibe.
Right.
Awesome. We get the vibe. So in conclusion, hard skills help you understand and address technical challenges of the job.
But sometimes having technical ability is not enough.
Yeah, that's true. Why did my friend not get that offer? I want to know. Like, they were so good. How they could not get that offer? There has to be a reason. Maybe it was not their fault, but maybe there's something they could have deployed to maybe lock in that offer. I don't know. Just a thought.
So I guess it's not only about the technical ability, but it's about how you conduct technical skills as well. That's where soft skills, your survival instincts, come into play. Okay, let's start with adaptability. So imagine you're working on a project for 6 months already, and suddenly your client decided to change.
How dare they?
So you have to so you have to adapt yourself very quickly so that you can please your client.
True.
Which this happened a lot, right?
Yeah, I hear this all the time. I have like 3 seniors that have all the same problem. The client won't change. I mean, will always change the requirements.
So the companies today are evolving so fast, and people who can shift gears quickly, learn new technologies, and pick up new responsibilities are invaluable, right?
Yeah, I would think so. I mean, if somebody, like if I was a boss or a manager, if like we needed something to get done and somebody was able to do that, especially when it's not particularly their job or responsibility, that's great. I mean,
That's
so
awesome.
so we can get the project done. I mean, putting my shoes in their shoes.
Exactly.
Makes sense.
Next is the communication. For example, if you're the best coder in the world, you have so many ideas, but then you have poor communication. What do you do?
Like, damn, I don't know. I mean, usually I would ask a friend to vouch for me, but like, what if you don't have a friend to vouch for you? Oh no.
Oh no.
You have to negotiate yourself.
Right. So, having poor communication can affect your workplace as well. Your workplace?
Your workplace? Can it affect the workplace? Oh yeah, it can.
Oh yeah, it can.
Because you have to work with other people.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So poor communication is often why projects fail, or teams can become dysfunctional. It's not just about talking, it's about understanding others' perspective and tailoring your approach to fit in the situation.
I think so. There's many times where, I don't know, have you had many group projects?
Yeah.
And like sometimes, you know, when people are not very transparent, like suddenly, I don't know, the work just breaks down because nobody knows what's going on because of poor
No.
communication.
I
Right?
agree. Yeah. Right.
Or somebody gets upset because they misunderstood something, but really it was just poor communication. It wasn't clear.
Or like they don't talk to each other when they have some problems. That
Yeah.
might cause like
That
shift.
happens a lot too.
that happens a lot.
Like some people get like, you know, really passive aggressive or resentful or spiteful because of something they misunderstood or they didn't hear clearly or they had a problem and they didn't communicate it, so it just like bruise. So having good communication is always good because that way everybody knows what's going on and you can solve the problem.
Sounds like something that happens in a romantic relationship as well.
Yeah, I mean,
Right.
a romantic relationship can be seen as like the workplace.
Oh.
I mean,
Interesting.
I think everything, okay, hot take. I think you can abstract everything into a business. Your life could be a business. It shouldn't, your relationship could be a business, you know? There's exchanges, it shouldn't be, but it could. So yeah, communication is so important. In relationships, it's all about trust.
It's all about trust.
That's why communication is important. It's also about trust.
Right. Okay. Next is empathy. So let's say that your colleague is struggling with a tight deadline or personal issues. They might be sick or they have to go to the funeral. If you lack empathy, you might push them harder, but that could actually backfire. So, however, if you take a step back and understand the situation and adjust your expectations, you can build a stronger relationship and create more supportive team environment.
True.
That sounds so good.
I agree. Sometimes we don't fully understand, I guess, what people going through.
Working people.
So we
are
expect
also-
more. But like, if we take a step back, like you said, like, and just like really reevaluate, like maybe the kind of struggles they're having, we can set different expectations, and in the long run, we can have a good working team.
Right.
Yeah.
Because they're all human beings.
We're all human beings.
We need some rest as well.
Yeah, like we're not always perfect.
Right.
So what's the last soft skill that we need to learn?
The last one is problem solving.
Oh.
So, for example, when you have such a limited time to do the club expo,
Oh yeah, I remember that.
yeah, that was so tough.
That was tough. Getting everything to happen in such a limited small amount of time was
Yeah.
hard.
It's really hard. And it's also under pressure as well. So, when you have to decide everything within the limited time and pressure, it's about being resourceful and creative in how you approach those challenges.
Yeah, I mean, problem solving, right? Like we have problem solving, you know, in our technical fields. Like we learn specific kinds of problem solving, but sometimes we have to do some improv problem solving, and make last minute adjustments or last minute things, or we have a big roadblock and we have to do unusual things that usually we wouldn't do in a perfect environment. So being resourceful and being creative is really important when, I don't know, solving a problem that's very unique to, I don't know, a certain situation. I agree.
To sum it up, soft skills are your survival instincts. They help you navigate the unexpected and complement your hard skills. In today's job market, it's not enough to be technically proficient. You need to adapt as well. Communicate effectively, emphasize with others, and think on your feet to truly thrive.
Exactly. Having the right mix of hard skills and soft skills is really important. Like, you have to really balance it, because your work is not all about soft skills. You still have to use the hard skills, and the same with your hard skills. You need some of your soft skills too to conduct yourself properly. And especially in this job market that throws you in all kinds of conditions. Things moving faster than ever. Expectations are higher than ever. So being able to really figure things out fast and really coming up with solutions, unique solutions for very unique problems is important. And that takes a bit of soft skills to make that happen in a professional environment where you work with lots of people other than yourself for some reason. No, I know the reason, because you can't do things alone sometimes. But anyways, yeah, so it makes you very strong and versatile in your profession. And that's what is valued a lot, especially I guess in a startup environment where you don't have everybody for, you have to wear many hats. You're given a lot of responsibilities because we can't afford to have one person for every single job we have.
Exactly.
Some people have to take on more than one thing. Like you're the president of SSC.
Wow.
You wear many hats. Right? You have to communicate to me, you have to communicate to him, you have to communicate to her. And we're all different, and from different, and we have different expertise and stuff, whatever. Yeah, so it makes sense, having these both set of skills are important. So what do you say? How should we wrapping it up? What do you think, Pada?
So, the good news, if you're willing to learn many things and all the new things, all the skills, both sets of skills, can be developed within time and experience. So, learn and grow no matter where you are in your career. Thank you. Bye.